Welcome back with part 10 of the Family Christmas Tree by Lego. This is set number 41843. Contains 3,171 pieces. Retails for $329.99. And is provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego. And yeah, in the last installment we did this section here, and the Technic was a nightmare. And today is the 12th of October 2025. We're getting close to Halloween. And this is essentially what we did in the last installment. We did this section here with an elf minifigure with a glass of milk and a little plushy thing. Not too bad, really cool. So in this installment today, I'm going to be focusing on the sleigh with the reindeer. Alright, so we're going to be doing that. So I'm going to close this up here. And so far, I'd say the set is at a 9, a good solid 9. The Technic was brutal. Nothing really fell off. But the stickers are also pretty subtle too, so I'm not too worried about those. So let's get that over there, because now we're going to focus on that. This installment is just going to cover bag 20, which I have right here. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it with bag 20. Let's get the camera set up so you can see better what I'm doing here. Okay. And yeah, I've been pretty pleased with this set. It's not that bad. It's just that Technic in the last installment did it. Yeah, so parts 9 and 10 are filmed on the same day. I had to step away from the set for a bit. And this one doesn't look too bad. At least we're doing something. I'd say this is probably up to 6 people so far that can put this together. Yeah, the reindeer. I already have a couple of these that I purchased on my own, so that makes it probably 10, maybe 11 deers that I have. I have a tutorial on my main channel on how to put this together here. So we got a lot of stuff going on. And then the deer, we're going to start with the deer first. I got to put the rings on them, but let's see, they want a tile, which I haven't found. Okay, stick that right in there. You know what I need to do. I'm going to have to raise up this camera a bit. There we go. I'm just trying to get things done, and I managed to scoop up the last appointment to get a haircut. Whew, it was... My guy was already getting booked up. I was like, oh, I got to get this going so I can get my mop chopped before Halloween. Why not? In 6 weeks it'll be a full-grown mop again. Oh, I've never seen this piecing. Oh no, I've seen that in red. I thought it was a 2x6 variant. Yeah, so this one's probably going to be a very short installment. I'm going to let you guys and gals out early unless we got swamped with Technic again. But yeah, I didn't want to put this in the other installment. I'm trying to keep these separated so I'm not overwhelmed with set builds, you know. Plus I got other things I got to get done. I did some of it while I stepped away. And if you bought the Santa sleigh, you probably don't need this, but why not? We gotta have Santa's helpers anyways to deliver all those gifts. It's better to have more than one Santa Claus. I built the Santa sleigh, but it was kind of on the small side, but not too bad at all. Been working on those Christmas lights. I found out that I can program them and stuff. Now I need to more or less right now I have a setting saved for them. I didn't say if it saved its settings, but what I want to do is I have a wall switch that controls my holiday lights. So I want to be able to keep its memory, turn it off, then I can turn it back on without using the app, and only use the app when I need to change like the lighting effects and stuff. So I'm hoping that works. Oh, a white profile brick. We got to have bricks to anchor the sleigh down. Oh, I forgot that Pokemon thing is still going. I haven't done that yet, so I'll do it after this. Hopefully this will go quick today. I don't get a lot of time to play video games, let alone watch movies. While everybody else is trying to consume my time and bill me for it, I'm going to do that to them. Yeah, so I'm going to get this one done today real quick. So far that's the sleigh. I'm satisfied with this set. It's just that Technic just threw me over for a loop. Alright, put some of these in here. And then after that, we got to put a sticker on a brick. Before we do, we got to build it up, which is sticker number 13. I was hoping we get away without any stickers, but there it is right there, that little guy. Okay. Now why do I point them out? Because some have requested it. So I do just that. So all you got to do is request something and I'll try to fulfill it. Okay, like that. Come on, focus in. There we go, good boy. So that's what we did. And then this goes right in the middle here. So I'd say the sleigh on this one's kind of on the small side compared to the Lego set that has it. Boy, using a regular car seat in there? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Oh, I hope I'm not going off frame here for you. Trying to just make it where you could see everything that I'm doing. The camera's a bit further away just because of just the way everything is. Yeah, these are not to be considered as professional how-to product reviews, tutorials, walkthroughs. This is just my review notes, so they're not to be construed as such. Yeah. I gotta read that off every time. Not too bad, though. It doesn't show that there's a tile on the face of that, but you have to put it on there. Lego. Oh, somebody had mentioned that you watched my video and they said that the instructions were different on your set than mine. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I get is first run. Alright, so I may get sets that have errors and stuff in them. Some have taken it seriously. You know, remember, I get the stuff early, so sometimes I get a prototype of a build. So like that's just a bunch of gifts going in there, like that. It's pretty colorful, huh? Okay, now we're going to get ready to put in the sides of our sleigh. Not too bad. But I think whoever's going to get this, you and your family are going to have a really fun time putting this one together. Just like I said, find somebody you don't like to give them the Technic and say, here you go. Knock yourself out, have fun. Unless you love Technic, then that wouldn't be a punishment. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Whoopsie, I wasn't supposed to put a 1x2 plate in there. My bad. Yeah, watch the video all the way through. And we're going to be focusing on the back here, but while I'm putting this on here, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. That's always a big help. Thank you to my Patreon followers and regretful customers. That's cool to always see. And yeah, and everybody who takes the time to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm talking about likes, not dislikes. Thank you very much. That's very appreciative. fact, I should do every time somebody dislikes a video, I mark it as members only. Kind of hide it. Alright, so after we get the slopes, we got to put a sticker, but you know, it might be easier to put the sticker on this. That is sticker number 9, where it just says, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Christmas. There we go. See if I can get that focused in for you. There you go. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everyone. Alright. And then this piece goes here. It's probably more gifts. Alrighty. And then we also got to focus here. You got to stick these on here, and then we got to put stickers on these. So I think what I'm going to do is put these both on first, and then I'm going to focus back on step 22. And then we're going to focus on sticker 14. What's the difference? One's mirrored. So it'd be the top one right there we need. So 14, how does that go on? I don't know why we even have stickers on this Lego. This is kind of goofy. I don't know how I managed to get that on there perfect like that, but I did with no air bubbles in there. Let's do the next sticker, which is 18. That one right there. Yeah, you can easily mess up on stickers, so just be very careful here. Yeah, I must be on my game today considering I was in a bad mood. I got those in, and maybe I need to be in a bad mood more often. Got both those on there. Boy, the sticker sheet, there's not a whole lot left on that. Okay, now it looks like we're focusing on the bottom here. We're going to be putting the I guess the skis on the bottom. Put those right in the center. And then the plate that locks all that together. Okay, not too bad, huh? We're getting somewhere. We really are getting somewhere here. Back that up a bit for you. So, we got some technique, but not too bad. Okay, so we'll face it like that. And then now we're going to have to get to some of these. I've used these in my own sleigh. They're not too bad. But I don't think I had golden candle holders at the time, so I couldn't use these. I wish I took a nap today, but you know, I got to get up early tomorrow anyways for work. And then get that done, then I gotta, during my lunch break tomorrow, I gotta go lecture somebody in addition to do evaluations. It's not related to work, so that's a good thing. And then after you get done with this, and that's what you're supposed to look like there, just drop that right in there. Okay, just wiggle it in. There we go. And then now we got to do the other side here. Hey, at least I'm not keeping you guys and gals long today. Probably no more than 20 minutes. We're at 14. We're almost at 15. What am I putting that hand piece for? We don't need that. Got to pay attention. Okay. Yeah, tonight we're having stew for dinner. Isn't that cool? Because anytime it's like under 80 degrees, we got to have winter food out here. You know, that kind of thing. Don't ask me why. And my party's going to be here in a few moments, so probably about 30 minutes. Okay, and then this guy here goes on top of this like that, so we'll set that on there. Straighten those up. Now, did I put anything on those tiles? Did I skip a part? No, I did not. Okay. Okay, now we got to put the rings in there. We got to make 2 of those. Come on, Jay, hurry up. I'm trying. I can't go any faster. Okay. And after we get done with the rings, then we got to take this piece out of the deer. Means you're going to have to gut your deer, pop that out. Probably won't need that ever again. And stick your headlight bricks in here. Well, actually, don't stick those in there, because we're not done with this. They show that these go on here. Let's try to keep it with the book here. My thought process is a little different than most. So what they did here is they shoved this all the way through. Just shove it behind one of these first. You're going to have to wiggle it in. Like your headlight bricks. So your headlight bricks are facing away from one another. And then they use a brick or a plate that goes on the top like that. Of course, we got to get this thing pretty centered here. Once you center that guy, then we are going to, and it shows it's connected to this. Alright? Like that. So, and my nose is starting to run, folks. Allergies are getting kind of crazy. And we need to put the reindeer on here. Now, they don't have a Rudolph, so sadly you're going to have to do that. And that's it. And what do you do with this piece? Just hang on to it. I'll probably just leave it always on the deer, so I'll just put this in the spare parts bin. And that's it. That's it for this part of the build. I wish I would have thrown Santa Claus with it, but they sadly didn't. And this is what we have remaining for the build. So I let you guys and gals out early today. Not too bad at all. Summation of thoughts. Well, we didn't do a whole lot today. It wasn't too hard as long as you're paying attention. And yeah, there's the sleigh. And we can put Santa Claus in there, but I don't want to keep him with this because when I do the thumbnail, I want to show what we're building on today. So I'm trying to find him. So you just take the bag out of his hand, but there you go. Let's see if I can get him to stand up. Not too bad. And honestly, this is kind of like a downscaled version of Santa's Sleigh originally, but you got your gifts in the back. These really don't pull out, they're just in there. This sleigh is obviously, for better terms, kind of pathetic, especially when the sleigh weighs more than the deer. So that's how they take off. They go like this. I don't know. So you could do that if you want, or just kind of just like that. But honestly, though, it's not a bad little sleigh. I wish these were printed, but they're not. But, you know, we'll deal with that. And, yeah, that concludes this building guide here. So we only got 4 bags left. So, until we meet again, tell me what you think.